Hi, thank you for coming to this beautiful narration experience that I am about to produce to you. This is a very, very, very scary horror story found on the internet. It is titled Spongecry.avi. Let's begin. Remember those old SpongeBob episodes you used to watch in 1999 from season 1? Well, recently a secret episode has been discovered from that time period. The other day, I was searching through my computer when I came across a notepad document deep within System 32. Having no idea how it got there, I scanned it for viruses. It had one Trojan in it. I deleted it and opened it up. All that was printed was one website link, followed by the following gibberish. A clads jowow 4 pipe F. Having not a single clue what it meant, I continued by putting the site link, which I won't tell you in case anyone out there if fucking stupid enough to try it, into my web browser. It took me to a site where there was a black background and a huge button. It had the same text on it that was in the notepad document. I clicked it, and it brought up a download link. The file wanted to be downloaded was called Spongecry.avi. As crazy as I am, I went ahead and downloaded it. Big mistake. The second the download finished, which was 4.6 megabytes, my computer made the weirdest sound ever and turned off. As I tried to reboot it, nothing happened. The file must have destroyed my computer. As upset as I was, I realized I was on my old PC. I hopped over on my Mac and re-downloaded it. This time, there was no problem. What was downloaded was the single .avi file. I played it. The movie clip was 6 minutes and 4 seconds long. It started out as any SpongeBob episode would, except the colors was distorted, and when he got to playing the flute with his nose, it immediately went to the title screen. All that was on the title was the following words: SpongeBob Cry, only there wasn't any jaunty music like there usually was. It lasted about 2.5 seconds. It didn't show who the writers and directors were. I just assumed that whoever put it online had edited it for time or something. The episode started out inside SpongeBob's house. It showed SpongeBob sitting in his red chair. The strange thing was, all of the other furniture was gone. SpongeBob was crying. Very hard. But it didn't sound anything like it does when SpongeBob normally cries. It sounded like a real, human cry. But it was still different. It sounded so real and intense. SpongeBob was absolutely bawling. He was ripping chunks out of the chair. Then the camera zoomed in really close in on his face, but is the kind of zoom as if it were being videotaped by a real person. Then the camera zoomed out to show a rotting corpse of Gary laying on the floor in front of him. It was very disturbing. Gary was absolutely mauled to death. His eyes were laying on the floor. His shell was cracked to reveal a very gross image of the inside of Gary, which looked a whole lot more like what would have happened in the episode where Gary loses his shell. The camera was moving around like crazy. SpongeBob suddenly got out of his chair and ran straight forward. Then the episode stops moving for about 1 second. Then it goes to black for 2 seconds. Then it comes back with SpongeBob's face pressed against the camera, with his mouth exploded open and eyes black, and a deafeningly loud scream. I jolt up and turn my volume down. And then the camera starts moving around like insanity. You can't even tell what is going on. The clip then goes to black for 1 minute and 38 seconds. It comes back inside the Krusty Krab, dead silent. All of a sudden, the same face that was pressed against the camera appeared, but this time, the scream was literally deafeningly loud. But it only lasted for about 1/4 of a second. Then, for the rest of the movie, it goes back to SpongeBob crying in the chair. But after every 10 seconds, SpongeBob gets just a little bit more decayed, and the camera gets a little more distorted. By the end, all there is left is static and screaming. Then you can see SpongeBob running again in the background of the static. But for the last 4 seconds, there is text on the screen that reads, Owen Timd Akshun will be Badaldi. In parentheses, one-timed action will be badly. Exactly that, as if it was written by a preschooler. After the clip finished, my computer shut down. After seeing this video, I have never been the same. I've been angrier, crueler, and more anxious than ever before. It has haunted my mind all the time. I regret downloading the video in the first place. I wish I could just go back in TL class Jow 4 pipe F. That is the end of our story. You can determine what happened to the narrator at the end of the story. Thank you for watching. If you can't tell already, this is like the shittiest fucking story I've ever read in my life. Not really. Not the shittiest, but it's pretty up there. Pretty bad. This is probably going to be my first out of many videos where I read really bad creepypastas and hopefully make some pretty enjoyable content. I don't know. Maybe it's pretty boring. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what people think. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching. If you would love to see more, please press the like button and subscribe if you would like to. And comment what you think. Any constructive criticism, that would be great. And yeah, I think that will be it. Before the video completely ends, I'm going to go ahead and showcase a couple of bloopers that happened while I was reading the story. Nothing too fancy, but I thought you would like it anyway. So yeah, see ya. It was worse than anything Pokemon could ever put out. And the sound gets a little more distorted. Distorted? I don't think that's a word.